Awesome. And then this should work as well. There we go. Bang. All right, sweet. We're going to get started just in a few seconds, guys. For everyone on Discord, please mute yourselves when you join the call. Plan for today, as usual, we're going to go through the odds comparison tool, go through some price scorer. I won't say picks. I lock in the picks in the article straight after, but like essentially where I'm leaning for every game. Also, we've got a $200 giveaway. I told you guys it was our 4-year anniversary for Wicky yesterday, and we had a mental weekend on this past weekend for round 2 of the NRL. Facebook user says, "Afternoon, mate." Oh, that's touching. Thank you. Sweet. So we're going to go tips for every game, quick recap on the $200 giveaway, and to finish off with very, very quick look at my fantasy and Supercoach team. Just for our marketing guys at Wicky, if one of you guys can make sure that you're on the Discord call and muting anyone who joins from actually talking, that would be awesome. But please leave your comments. I'm more than happy to get back to you guys. I'm learning how to use the software, but this week should be sweet. But all right, sweet guys. It's 6:03. Actually, I'm going to get straight into it. So very quickly, what I thought I would do, I hope I am sharing my screen correctly everywhere. I am on Discord. I will now very quickly on everywhere else. All right, sick. Okay, so firstly, guys, as always, if you Google Wiki Linktree, you'll see what's on our page right here. We're doing stuff for NRL Fantasy, NRL Supercoach, obviously punting. We've got our odds comparison tool for AFL goal scorers, NRL try scorers, NBA player props, and a whole bunch of other stuff. You can find that all for free right here if you just Google Wiki Linktree. Very quickly, it was our 4-year anniversary yesterday. As you guys know, or if you don't know me, my name is Nakul. I run Wicky. It's my full-time business, and we turned 4 years yesterday. And because we had a bumper weekend without some of our picks over the weekend for premium, I wanted to do a giveaway. So we've got a $200 giveaway. I'm going to announce the winner of that straight off the bat. If that's all you're here for, you'll see in the next couple of minutes if you won. But there's probably a couple other things that I probably wanted to go through, but I don't want to bore you guys to start off with. So feel free to check this out, guys. If you're interested in Wiki Premium or any of our stuff, got a whole bunch of explainer content as well. But I think that's probably it. I'll get straight to it. All right. So what we tried to do with this giveaway, obviously a couple $100 is not a small amount of money. So I wanted to make it a little bit interesting, make it a little bit tricky for people to guess. So this weekend, the first 2 rounds of the NRL season, we have had, as I said, 233 tips for Wiki Premium. So if you're new to the Wiki stuff, guys, by the way, we have tips in our article. That's basically whatever value is left after all the premium guys and I smash the value. So basically 233 tips in 2 rounds. Obviously, we hit a lot of the higher odds stuff for premium, right? What I thought would be really cool to share with you guys, the average across everyone. Oh, there's a few late guys actually, but that's fine. Give me a sec. A few guys just entered. The average guess across everyone who guessed how much our ROI is across 2 rounds and 233 tips was smack bang 45%. So 45% ROI is insane, right? But we've had a killer start to the season. We've got Radley at 71s in round 1, Hosking at 34. And I might as well start telling you now, because obviously if you haven't entered already, sorry guys, it's too late. Adam Elliott, he scored the first and the second try for the Knights. We had him first and last try scorer, first or second try scorer, and just second try scorer at 81-1. And all 3 of those tips won just from Adam Elliott. Absolutely insane. We also had Mark Nichols, FTS second half, 61s. He got that. And the same day, earlier in the day, we got Lockie Croker, first try scorer for the Manly game at 41-1. So we've had an absolutely killer start. As I always say, please do punt responsibly. Obviously, the guys with premium, we punt a little bit more, and we punt to make money and not just for fun. But yeah, if you're interested in all that stuff, Google Wiki Linktree. The premium info is all here, and I've even written an article which is down below to explain what premium is if you're interested in that stuff. But let me cut to the chase. So you guys thought the ROI for 2 rounds so far It was around 45%. First thing, it wasn't. It was higher than that. So if you look at everyone who's guessed, I'm going to give you a clue. So it was higher than 50%, and it wasn't 60%. So if you're watching live, let's have a look if anyone... Any quick guess? Oh, the king. Oh, I love that. All right, let me get back into it. Sorry. So for the people who have had a crack at this, we've got Mick04, who's one of the regulars on our Discord. He guessed 58. We got Shug2623, who guessed 57. And we've got Zane here, who guessed 53. It's right between all of those, but the person who was closest was Shug2683. It was like 56.45 or something like that. So well done to Shug2623, sorry. PM me on Discord, send me your bank details, I'll send you $200. The giveaway stuff won't be as big as $200 every time, guys, but we had an amazing start to the year. I wanted to celebrate the 4-year anniversary, so it is that. Half the times I did these giveaways last year was me after a few beers on a Saturday night, watching the 7:30 p.m. Saturday game, be like, fuck it, we just hit a big try scorer, bang, let's do a giveaway. So we'll obviously have some of those when we have some of that bumper weeks, but last weekend we hit 5 winners from $34 up to $81, and I wanted to celebrate that. So hope you guys had a little bit of fun with the giveaway. I also use it as a bit of an excuse to get some feedback off you guys, so I'll read through that later because this is my full-time gig, right? So if we're spending all this time and money, we've got 5 people overseas in our full-time team now, myself, and a couple of tech guys in Australia, casuals as well. So we're putting a lot of time and money into putting on a show for you guys. So there's no point doing all of this if it's not what you want. So please let us know if there's anything that we're doing that you want done differently, or if there's anything that we aren't doing that you'd like to see. Cool. All right. Awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed that. But let's skip past the giveaway. I'll have a very quick look. I'll close whatever needs to be closed. Move on to the OCT. So very quickly, we've done the same thing for a few weeks now, so I hope the structure or the schedule is a little bit clearer to you guys. All the premium stuff happens on Tuesday after 4 p.m. The markets come out, we hit the try score tips, etc., etc. In terms of the free stuff, guys, look, there's like almost 4,000 of you in the Discord. We get a couple of thousand people on our website every weekend. The premium stuff is capped at 60 for gold and silver. So I'm not trying to sell premium to all of you, but for 99% of you guys, obviously you'll be checking out the free stuff, and that'll be more than enough for you guys. Our article, our podcast, etc. The schedule is pretty clear, guys. So at 6 p.m. I go live on here, on Instagram, on Discord, and on YouTube, as I am now. I go through, obviously I muck around with stuff like the giveaway or whatever else at the start, get straight into game by game, anytime try scorer, first try scorer, check out some of the players that I might like. Straight after we're recording, this recording goes to our marketing guys. They edit it, they clip it up, they get it on socials, all that kind of stuff happens in the next couple of hours. If you do miss this live, you can catch it in the next couple of hours. It'll be on YouTube, Spotify, etc. So 6 p.m., this pod goes live. The OCT, the free OCT odds comparison tool, which you see right in front of you, that goes live a few minutes before 6. So if you're part of the community and you're wondering, man, it's Wednesday, Arvo, Wicky stuff isn't up yet, it's because the premium guys are obviously smashing the value before. But 6 p.m. New South Wales time is when it all goes live, the odds comparison tool and the podcast. And then the article, I smash that out. Whatever prices are left after all of this, I get all the best prices that are available, write the Punters preview article, put that together, and roll it out just before 8 p.m. New South Wales time. All right, 6:10 p.m., guys, enough admin stuff. I'm going to get straight into it. So I really like this round of footy because I think with round 1 and 2, there's so much uncertainty. So we've got a couple of rounds of footy now. We kind of have a better gauge of which players are playing on which side, how teams are looking so far. And I love that so many of these like podcasts or social media people that I listen to, they're kind of overreacting a lot to rounds 1 and 2, whereas I'm the opposite. Like I have been following rugby league for more than 10 years. I got into rugby league because of try scorer, punting, and fantasy and stuff. And the one big thing that I know, you can't overreact to a small sample size. 2 games is nothing, especially shit like the Titans getting smacked in round 1. They didn't have Foran, they didn't have Dave Fafita, they didn't have Jaden Campbell as well. So anyways, we'll get into that, but let's get into the try scorer stuff. So guys, if you don't know what this is, the odds comparison tool, which I'm sharing my screen and talking you through now, We've got a whole bunch of explainer content. So again, Google Wicky Linktree and you will find that. Guys, I'm really sorry. If you're messaging on Discord, I am not the best with it. So hit me up in DMs on Discord if you want me to get back to you about anything. Otherwise, I'll be checking the comments on YouTube or on Instagram. Cool. So let's get into it. So first game, guys, Panthers v Broncos. Payne Haas officially ruled out. So we do a weekly late mail article as well now. Shout out to Young Sinatra and Kyle28. I think he is on Discord. Both of the guys are helping me out with the late mail and the fantasy article. So thanks, guys, for helping me out. And yeah, in terms of late mail, I know for most of you guys, you love your rugby league, but you're not going to be going through Twitter and going through all this late mail, 4 different late mail articles. So we're trying to do the grunt work for you. So to cut to the chase, Payne Haas is out. I think Fletcher Baker is starting for him, and Xavier Willison comes onto the bench. So the way I try to do this, guys, and find good players for you is go through model value first. Holy shit. I did not see that before. So Paddy Carrigan is $23 to score a try anytime on Bet365. I'm not saying I necessarily think that's good value. It's just funny that he's 13 or less on every other bookie and 23 on Bet365. So that's a bit of a standout play. Selwyn Cobbo, guys, usually I would say look at model value and look at our model. You just got to be careful because Cobbo's played most of his career on the wing. So our model is sort of still learning the fact that he's playing at center now. But if you do like the Broncos, he has looked pretty good. And no Reynolds might mean that Man gets more ball. More ball on the left side. So have a look at him. 440 on Sportsbet. So in Cobbo. Aside from that, let's see, historical value. Man, if we knew that Willison was going to get decent minutes, I would smack his anytime try score at 10s or above. He's a freak of a try scorer. If you guys were around in preseason, I tipped him at $67 last try scorer in the Indigenous and Maori All-Stars game, and that got up. So Willison's already one of my favorites. Got tipped him at 67s. We'll have a bit of a look at his price if we get a juicy price on him for FTS second half, maybe, because he's on the bench. But anyways, we'll have a look at that. These two might be interesting, guys. Mam and Cobbo on the Broncos left side. With no Reynolds on the right. They might go to the left more. 480 and 440, both on Sportsbet. You look at Mam. He scores a try. Holy shit. He scores a try every 2 games, and you're getting 480 on what? That's ridiculous. Yeah, pretty good odds. Especially if you think like, I know they're missing Reynolds, I know they're missing Haas, but if you think the Broncos can do all right in that grand final rematch, is that right? Is it in is that Sun? Oh, it's not at Suncorp. Damn it. It's in Penrith. Anyways, regardless, $4.80 about Ezra Mam. Anytime try score on Sportsbet looks pretty juicy. First try scorer, guys. Let's have a look. So obviously, as a part of premium, what we're trying to do is we try to figure out when there's injuries and team changes, can we get some juicy prices? So look, Fletcher Baker was one of them. I was a couple of minutes too late to the party, but the best thing about premium also is that you get other people in the community as well. So shout out to Jono in the community. He was like 2 minutes ahead of me, and he tipped out Fletcher Baker at a pretty ridiculous price when he was named to start. He's now at 67s on 365 first try scorer at best. I wouldn't bother with that. He's a good player. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but against Penrith, like 10 or 12 point underdogs, I think they are, I would not be touching 67s for first try scorer. In terms of model value, Paddy Carrigan at 101s. I'll have a look if he makes the article, but yeah, for game day picks and stuff like that, if he gets out to some crazy ass price like 126, 151, I'll definitely have to have a crack at him. At 101s, I'll have to have a think. Model value, these are all benchies. Don't love anyone there. I think I'll end up having a look at the forwards, guys, mainly for this game. He's yeah, all right. The odds aren't great, but Carrigan potentially at 101. I'll have to have a look before I put it together in the article. I'm just trying to think very quickly from an edge point of view. So as we were just saying, with the right side for the Broncos missing Adam Reynolds, Man could get more ball on the left there. In terms of the Panthers, honestly, they look pretty good. Like they're pretty good on both sides. They've got continuity as well. They've who are they missing? They're missing Fisher Harris, but then the Broncos are missing Haas. So hopefully, because of Fisher Harris and Haas missing, hopefully that gives us an opportunity in terms of middle forward tries. I had a look at the Panthers pack, and they had Lindsay Smith starting, which means that they've got Liam Henry. Man, I should have left NRL team list open, but they've got Liam Henry, and they've got one or two other players. I think maybe Matty Eisenhuth from memory. Oh, what am I doing? He's right here. Matty Eisenhuth. So yeah, I think this could be an opportunity for a couple of middle forward tries, especially Xavier Willison, if we can find a juicy price for him. FTS second half. All right, guys. Warriors have lost both games. Raiders have won both games. Preseason, I was thinking the Raiders, they're probably if I had to pick a team, it'd be the Raiders. I love the Raiders generally. They're my favorite team to watch. But I thought they'd be shit this year, and I'm all up on the Wars. I took them at 21 for the premiership. And the Wars are 0 from 2, and the Raiders are 2 from 2. Perfect spot to go to Warriors, on the Warriors, generally. In terms of try scorers, guys, you got $3.75 about Rapana, anytime try scorer on Bet365. Again, I think it's our model because he's played most of his career at wing. Loving him because of that. Capewell on Sean Johnson's right edge, $5.40 on Sportsbet. I think that's actually decent. That might be my anytime try scorer play for the game. And aside from that, I don't love any other anytime try scorers. In terms of first try scorers, I always like Tapine. He's at 67. He's not Bet365 at the moment. The big man, can't say no to 67 for Bet365. In terms of other guys and juicy odds, honestly, let's have a look. These guys are honestly pretty short. Big Papa at 51s. If we can find him at 61s or 67s, I'll definitely have to have a look at Papa. You got to remember, he's one of the best middle forward try scorers of all time. Always going about Big Papa. Probably nothing else that I really like here. All right, next game, Friday night, 8 p.m. This is going to be an absolute cracker. Roosters v Rabbitohs. No Kiri for the Roosters, and a couple of other changes in their forward pack after they lost to Manly last week. And the Rabbitohs, they've been atrocious. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say they've been atrocious, but they went from being equal first or first halfway through last season to crashing out of the race for top 8, and now they're none from 2. One good thing they've done is they've brought Jacob Host back into their team on the edge instead of Jairo, who's obviously injured. It moves Murray back to the middle, which I think will be quite interesting. I think this game is going to be absolutely epic. They've also dropped their halfback, Lockie Elias. Got Dean Hawkins play there, who's the New South Wales Cup Player of the Year last year. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to make sure I've got no DMs telling me that I've stuffed up any of my tech. Nah, sweet. And in terms of comments, let me have a quick look. I showed you that earlier today. Sorry, Luke, I forgot what you're talking about. But that reminds me, very quickly, before I get into the Roosters Rabbitohs tips, I've got to eat some shit here. Charlie Kelly from our Discord. Me and him have a prop bet going on for the Dogs. I think I lose if they get if they're ranked bottom 4, so 14 to 17 at the end of the season, and he wins if, did I say that right? And I win, if they're 13th or above. They're 0 from 2, looking like shit and copying the odd injury as well. So it is not looking good for me so far. If he loses, he's going to buy a cheap Doggies jersey and send us a selfie of him in that Bulldog jersey. And if I lose, I've got to put some dumb shit like winger multi on that he's going to choose, but I've got to bet on for both of us. And if it wins, me and him share the profit. So you know how much I go on about wingers and putting them in multis and that being shit values. That's going to kill me having to do that. So hopefully the Doggies can improve. All right, so value-wise, guys, for anytime try scorers in this Roosters Rabbitohs game, for these close games, I generally try to not go too hard on anytime try scorers in case it's like one of those grindy, like 12 to 10 kind of games. Bet365 and Toppy have a couple of good prices here. Nothing massively stands out. With Jack Wyden back at left center, the one thing, again, I'm probably going to go back to the well and have a look at Alex Johnston, $2.16. He looks decent. In terms of standout, oh my God, this reminds me. If you read the Punters preview article last weekend, I had Davi Mawale at 81s, first try, score a second half. So Havili scored it. like 43 minutes, so 3 minutes into the second half. And my tip, Mawale, scores like 2 minutes later. And I had him tipped, obviously, to all of you guys at 81s. He was in the article. That was absolutely heartbreaking. But anyways, in terms of this week, guys, anytime try score wise, I don't think any of these massively stand out. These are actually both good picks. Teddy and Manu at 3 and 350 on Bet365. Anytime try scorer, both pretty decent picks. And Cam Murray at 850 back in the middle. So Cam Murray scores 1 in every 5 games, pretty much, and you're getting $8.50 about him on Sportsbet to score anytime try scorer, which are both pretty good. First try scorer wise, no massive standout picks, I don't think. I think Jacob Host could be an interesting one, but again, there's so many uncertainties. So Lockie Elias and that right edge for the Rabbitohs, that back roll used to always do all right, but if it's going to be so tricky. So if Kolomatoni stays on the left, that means Host goes on the right, and he could be decent price at 41s. But yeah, it's a bit of a wait and watch before I sort of pencil it in the article. In terms of the high odds stuff, we've got Mawale at 67s. He'll probably end up being a tip. I love that guy. Scored last week, looked good. Souths, it was actually really interesting. So they're up against the Broncos. I know Haas was injured. I forgot if he was on the field or not at that specific time. But the Souths scored a try through Havili and then Mawale, like on either side of the ruck from memory, like just after half time. So I don't know if that's a deficiency with the Broncos D around the ruck or if it's just Damien Cook being a bloody genius. But yeah, Mawale at 67 is probably one of the guys that stands out. Nothing else massively stands out. Let's have a quick look. Nah. Awesome. Well, anyways, aside from try score tips, super excited about this game. I think one thing I will say, both teams will actually have some changes. So I think it'll be Ilias and Murray were the right side defenders last week at half and second row. That'll now most likely be Hawkins and Host. And the Roosters have, who do they drop? Siua Wong. He's out, and so is Luke Keary. So anyways, I'll write this up in my article, but I think there'll be some really interesting sort of like matchups if you guys like playing 7-game multis and stuff around that. Dogs and Titans, this game is going to be awesome for anytime try scorers, you would think. Both teams are haven't had the best start to the year. As I said, I don't want to overreact about the Titans, but I think there's a real opportunity for this game to hopefully be pretty high scoring for us. In terms of try scorer tips, the model likes a few different backs, none of which I don't think I love. Big Tino. So Big Tino Fasumalawi scores a try every 4.8 games. And we're getting 7s on Sportsbet for him to score at any time against the Bulldogs, who concede the most tries to middle forwards. They did last year. They conceded 2 to Brycey Cartwright in round 1 this year. So, yeah, love all things Tino. We just need to be able to get a half-decent price. But that anytime try scorer one definitely stands out. In terms of first try scorer, guys, Maxi King, he's not the most dynamic ball runner. He comes up against his old side, though. 67 is sort of borderline in terms of a price. Same thing. If I knew Jolliffe was starting, I'd be keen on him against the Dogs' first try scorer. There's a couple that are half decent, but I'll probably have to wait for the article to lock it in, guys, for this one. But yeah, Dogs and Titans, hopefully both teams leak tries, and we get a couple of try scorer tips up for this one. All right, we're 25 minutes in, guys. I'm going to try to shoot through the rest of these. I usually aim for like 30 to 40 minutes at most for these live pods. And as always, if you have any questions, or if you're sort of like, if I miss saying what bookie your price is on, whatever, remember, if you Google Wicky Linktree, the article version of this, where I write in all the picks and my reasoning, all that kind of stuff comes out an hour or so after I finish up with this pod. Lukey says, I'm all over Tino. Great call, mate. Yep, so am I. Cannot wait to watch the Dogs Titans game purely for Big Tino. Dragons v North Queensland. This is the 5:30 game on Saturday. Anytime try score. So Ravalawa, I know a lot of you guys that obviously like punting on wingers and especially multis and all that kind of stuff would have loved Ravalawa last year. That's because he was on the right wing. He's now moved to the left, And in 2 games, well, last week they scored 0 tries, 0 points. Week before, when they did really well, I don't think he even got a chance, I don't think. But yeah, just be wary of chucking him in your multis or betting on Ravalawa. Aside from that, Dean at 375 on Bet365 looks all right. And so does Lomax at 310 on Bet365, actually. He looks all right there on the right wing for the Dragons. First try scorer-wise, guys, I'm going to get straight into the higher prices. Blake Laurie, 75 is okay. Don't love him as a ball runner. DeBellin at 61 is okay as well. The one that I'm really looking for is looking for Griffin Neame, first try scorer, second half. If you can find that at 51s, that is a gold mine. Unfortunately, I don't think we have that price, but I'll have a look around before I write the article. Anytime try scorer for Tigers Souths, guys. If someone's labeled in red, that means they haven't played 10 games yet, and our model doesn't read our model doesn't have enough data to go off, and their model odds might be a little bit off, and therefore they might show up as a green model value. Please don't look too closely at that. Just for people highlighted red over there. Blake Brayley is one I really like. He's $7.75 against the Tigers, who obviously haven't had the best start to the season, and well, they've gone the spoon 2 years in a row. $7.75 on Sportsnet for Blake Brayley. Probably my pick in terms of anytime try scorers. Mulatalo looked really good this year, and we're getting $1.72 about him for any time try score on Bet365. Having a quick look, that's interesting. Right, okay, sure. Yeah, so our model has him at less than $1.50. So if you're into shorter odds try scorers, Mulatalo outside of Talakai up against the Tigers, $1.72 on Bet365. First try scorers, where are we? We go high prices. Clemmer 85. Nah, don't love Clemmer. Oregon Kafusi at 56 on Sportsbet is okay. Honestly, I like quite a few of these picks, but I don't like their prices. Like Otto Kamanu, I generally love him. He's $51 on BetR and Dabble. He scored the first try every 27 games in his career. We're getting 51s, but they are big outsiders. So yeah, one to watch. Next game, guys, Paragon Manly. Our model loves a couple of picks here, especially Cooler and Garrick, the 2 centers for Manly, both $3.90 on Bet365. Way higher than what our model thinks they should be, and noticeably higher on other bookies as well. So they're probably the 2 standout picks. And also Olakuatu at the same price as well. So if you like Manly, those 3 are all good prices on 365. First try scorer wise, let's have a look. You got Aloi 61, BetRight, and Paseka 56 on Top Sport. I like the picks, don't love the prices. Hopefully we get some juicy prices closer to game day. And Knights v Storm. So this game's really interesting. There's no Munster, there's no Hughes, no Nas. So for Solomona for the Storm. And the Knights are 0 from 2, and they've dropped Jackson Hastings. So that should be interesting. This is making me feel like I might have stuffed something up. I hope I haven't. In terms of the model, there's a bunch of red here. Anyways, I'll suss that out. In terms of the picks that stand out, again, these 2 guys are red, so don't read into them too much in terms of model value. Gagai looks half decent at 255. And Coates, oh man, if you saw last week's game, how good is Coates' try? Ridiculous stuff. First try scorer wise, guys, for this game. Where are we? Josh King up against his old side at 67s on Top Sport. It's okay. Kamika at 61s is decent as well. But yeah, it's one of those games where a lot of the bookies, guys, over the years, obviously catch on to what we're doing, and the odds aren't as high as consistently. So, you know, if I was doing this 12 months ago, I could have just gone bang, 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 and just told you gun prices straight away. But because obviously, A, the bookies are smarter, B, the premium guys have taken quite a bit of the value, it's not as obvious anymore. So I like to take my time, think about it before I commit to picks in the article. But that's it in terms of the odds comparison tool. So very quickly, if you're into Supercoach and Fantasy, stick around for 2 minutes. But if you're not, one last look, guys. Google Wiki Linktree, Discord, which is free. We're close to 4,000 there. Wiki Premium, we've got 1 spot left in gold for Wiki Premium. So if you're keen to sign up, if you have any questions, DM me. If not, sign up there. There's a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, very quickly, guys, bet right. We had a promo so every week we're going to have a custom promo with them, a custom market, with them. Last week, we do 2 every week. One is for middle forwards. If you like Wicky stuff, but you don't want to be betting on high odds stuff, you don't like it, whatever. We pick 3 middle forwards, and if any of those 3 score, we win that market. It was paying $4. It was Adam Elliott, Kami Kamika, and someone else. Adam Elliott, not only did he score, he scored twice. So we got up on that. That market's going to go up later today or maybe tomorrow, guys. So look out for that. There's 2 BetRight custom markets, and there's one with Top Sport, which is called 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I had Mulatalo, I had Rapana, and the Hammer. Mulatalo and Rapana both scored, and the Hammer scored a hat trick. So I only needed 2 to win that, and I won all 3. I think the price was $2.50. It's absolutely insane. Great weekend in terms of that. Article picks, not so much, but as I told you guys, the premium picks, we hit 5 winners between 34 to 81 to 1, which is incredible. So again, as always, everything's free to check out, guys. Odds comparison tools for NBA, AFL, and NRL. All the content around fantasy, Supercoach. I don't want to bore you guys, but yeah, Google Wicky link, you can check it all out. I'm going to do a really quick couple of minutes on my fantasy and Supercoach team. So firstly, Supercoach, guys, my ranking is dog shit. I think it's roughly top 50%. Doing really badly. Didn't make any trades round 1, so I could this week. My early decisions have been Terrell May, Nanai, and Talakai in. Nanai's got a sweet draw. Lukey's out on the left. I already had Fini-Fuaki. I've already got Drinkwater as well. So adding Nanai to that, I really like him. There's a little bit of a pod pick as well. And I looked at Mulatalo, but there's no point, I don't think, trading Mulatalo in because that money that you make off him, it's just going to plateau back out. Talakai is the one I actually really like. They do have a soft draw. It's a little bit cheaper as well. And I think that like anything Mulatalo gets, he's probably going to be the one setting that up anyway. Marju did not work out. He scored badly and he got injured. Well, I won't say it was a bad pick, but it's just a risk that didn't come off. Luckily in Supercoach, I didn't lose any money off him, which is great. I love Sua Wong. Can't believe he's the one that got dropped. Maybe it was for his defense. It's fine. I've got to trade him out. And Lenny, he's obviously still out for 7 weeks. So May, Nana, and Talaka, I think will significantly improve my team. Really excited to follow the guys. Obviously, I used a boost for that. And then I've got Nanai, Tupanua, Joe Chan, and Ponga as my reserves. I've gone with Captain Hines against the Tigers and VC Drinkwater in the game before against the Dragons. So I'm pretty happy with that. I haven't had a close look because obviously I'm busy with all the premium work early in the week, but that's how I'm leaning towards Supercoach for now, guys. Can't see anything. Oh, shit, I've got Holmes as well. So we've got Drinkwater, Holmes, Fini-Fuaki, Nanai. Oh, God, I've got Tamalolo as well. So I probably will trade out 1 or 2, or especially Tamalolo in the next couple of weeks, but I kind of just want to stabilize and get a couple of cash or guys that are going to go up in price. For NRL Fantasy, I'm going Marju to Terrell May to clean up my team a little bit. I've still got Karaz in there and Keeney starting. That is really not an attractive back 5, but at least I'm happy with the rest of my team. Wong in my 17th spot allows me to see how Levi scores. If Levi scores shit, I put Tupanua up here. If Levi scores like a 40 or a 50, I'll be shocked and I can leave him there. Wong will score 0 and therefore I'll get Levi's points. I will be making a second trade. So I've got 178K. I kind of still want to take the punt with Karaz. So in that case, I might... God, I really don't know what I'm going to do, actually, to be honest. But I'll use that 178K because I've had 2 rounds of pretty shit scores. I'm ranked at like almost 80,000. So I really do need to do something with that money and get a bit of a move on. And I'm bringing May in, who's going to improve my side. But it's not like I don't really have many pods, or at least pods that are doing well. So I need to do something about this team because NRL Fantasy is the sort of game that I take more pride in and I've spent a lot more time on over the years. I do love Supercoach as well, but NRL Fantasy is like my thing and I'm doing pretty badly, so I need to pick up my act there. But cool. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll just have one last look if there's any comments. For some reason, the quality is much better coming through Discord compared to YouTube. Shit. I probably didn't fix my mic or whatever on YouTube. Sorry, guys. Every week that goes on, I hope I will be getting better at figuring out the tech for all this stuff. But sweet. I'm going to close it off, guys. I think we're I think we're all good. Enjoy the round of footy. Always, please punt responsibly. If you have any questions about any of our staff or premium, etc., DM me on Discord, email me, whatever. I'll always get back to you. Wicky's my full-time gig. Always happy to help out. Good luck. Thanks for watching.